Okay, in this video I want to talk about something really, really, really important to me. The women that I train, my clients, are generally not athletes. We don't have professional coaches and teams of trainers. We run for fun and for sanity. We are putting in the miles, but we don't think of ourselves as athletes. And so we don't train and eat like athletes, and that puts us, specifically as women, in a real tough place that can really, really affect our health, and we don't understand enough, and we don't treat ourselves like athletes. Okay, so a lot of women are out there running a lot and not eating enough, which is leaving us in this state of energy deficiency. The medical term for this condition, when you are overtraining and under eating, is called REDS, Relative Energy Deficiency Syndrome, and it is really common. Okay, so I want to read something from one of my favorite cookbooks. I have to admit, I don't make a ton of the food in there because I live somewhere where I can't get a lot of the ingredients, but I really love what they write. It just resonates so deeply with me in what I'm teaching here for you guys, because I want you guys not just running strong, feeling awesome, but actually being healthy at the cellular level. So this comes from the Run Fast, Eat Slow cookbook by Shalene Flanagan and Lisa Kopecki. I love this section on running on empty. And I think it really applies to us, and I want to read this to you. Although runners are put on a pedestal as the epitome of health, we know all too well that runners and other endurance athletes are far from immune to serious health issues. Convenience foods coveted by runners, including bars, gels, and sports drinks, not only lack real nutrition, but are also high in inflammatory foods like refined grains, processed sweeteners, industrial oils, and artificial ingredients. As a result of our reliance on nutrient-poor processed foods, the majority of Americans are overfed, undernourished, and running on empty. Refined foods provide mass without sustenance, and for an athlete, you are an athlete. When you are a runner, when you are training with me, you're an athlete. Running on empty can lead to immediate negative consequences and long-term health concerns. It goes on to talk about how runners are also constantly bombarded with messages about weight loss and calorie counting and juice cleanses and low-carb diets and keto and paleo and cycling and intermittent fasting. Except all those messages are not geared towards women who are pushing their body hard, who are trying to build lean muscle, who are running a lot of miles. And so it's really confusing because no one is talking to runners. And I am talking to runners, you guys. I don't want you in this state of constantly breaking your body down and not recovering with the right food after. So REDS, Relative Energy Deficiency Syndrome. It is actually super, super common. And it used to be called the female triad, where you would, for women athletes who would lose their period, have stress fractures. I don't remember what the triad was, lots of injuries, getting sick, but they've retermed that as REDS. And what can I say about it? It is not just for the super lean, super athletic, super active woman anymore. REDS can hit all of us. And we're seeing it a lot in people in the obesity population because we're undernourished, okay? And then when you throw a lot of running on that, and running feels really good, and we're running, but our weight is not optimized, and we're following these fad diets by restricting calories and restricting macronutrients and intermittent fasting, and we're too busy to be fueling our bodies, and we're skipping meals and skipping snacks, and then relying on processed snacks, you're really putting your body at risk. And the issue with that is that you end up decreasing your metabolic rate, messing up your hormones. It causes a cascade of hormonal disruption, okay? And most of it stems from poor nutrition, which is why I fuss about for you guys to be eating a good, nutritious diet, to be dialing in your macros, to be eating real food, to not be cutting out entire macronutrient groups, to not be fasting, running fasted, not skipping meals, like being really diligent about your eating, because you are a runner. You are an athlete, whether you think so or not. When you were training with me, you were pushing hard, and so we need to eat to fuel that body, okay, if you want to get results. And when you don't, you end up in this state of energy deficiency, which makes it hard to lose weight. Your cortisol levels are ramped up. Your body is storing fat. You get stress fractures. You get injured all the time. You have trouble. A lot of women struggle with really bad PMS, or they have trouble conceiving babies. You get sick a lot. You find that there's more depression, more anxiety, more stress, more worry in these women, okay? You have a harder time building lean muscle despite the fact that you're doing all the work. You know, your body is just not responding. Your gut isn't optimized in a way that it's even absorbing the nutrients that you're taking in. So it's really important to dial in your nutrition, okay? Overtraining and undereating is leaving you running on empty, okay? You can't get results that way. You are not dieting. You're not counting calories. You're a busy athlete, and you need to be fueling your body. And that is why I'm so obsessed about helping you guys learn to eat and nourish your body, following the basics of healthy habits. No intermittent fasting, no keto, no low carb, no paleo, like fueling your body, tuning into your body and giving it all the nutrients it needs, okay? Because I don't want you guys running on empty. If left untreated, this condition could not only end your running career, it could also harm your long-term health by increasing your risk of heart disease, osteoporosis, and weak bones later in life, okay, leading to a lot of health consequences. And we're always so focused on the right now, the right today, and we're not thinking long-term health. I want you guys thinking long-term health. Those of you with hormonal issues and, hypothyroidism is like an epidemic. Anxiety, depression, obesity, these are epidemics right now, and a lot of this stems from undereating nutrient-dense food. And we are runners, and when you throw the training on top of it, it doesn't even have to be overtraining. It just can be a lot of solid, good training without fueling yourself up, and you're putting yourself at a real risk of health problems, okay? Warning signs, you're not getting your period, right? Repeated stress fractures, pain that won't go away, shin splints, you're not getting the performance gains that you want. You're not getting the fat loss that you expect. Like you're sick all the time. You're struggling, you're anxious, you're depressed, you're frustrated. These are all signs that this could be an issue, and you have access to me and the Running Moms Holistic Nutritionist to help you through this. We are here to support you. If you need to do a 7-day tracking, a 7-day food journal, let us know what you're eating. We can help you look at that. I know emotional eating is a big issue, and then the whole diet cycle is a big issue, right? Where you're emotionally eating and then you feel guilty, and then so you run more and you restrict calories and you try another diet, and then the cycle continues. And my goal is to get you out of that and into like really solid, healthy habits that are going to be supporting your hormones and supporting your muscle building and supporting your fitness performance and supporting you feeling your best when we can get all of that stabilized, because I don't want you guys running on an energy deficit. I want you guys thinking long-term health, not just today. And that's why the results from my program come slowly over time. And that's why when I get you into my community, I want you here for the long term, because real results take a long time. There's a lot of emotional stuff that gets wrapped up in our running and our eating and our life and our stress and our emotions. And we need to deal with that so that we're not running on empty. We're not just running for sanity, because that puts our health at risk. And I see this in the running community. It is so common in the recreational runner. And I don't want that for you. You are an athlete. Let's train like athletes, okay? No energy deficits. If you have questions, ask me. Get in touch. I'm here to help you, okay? I'll see you in the next video.